episode 18, yes, of the Woven Almanac Podcast. If you're new, I'll give you a super quick intro. My name is Dawn. I'm a British expat from Manchester, which is the northwest of England. For over 20 years, I've been living in the Netherlands, just on the border of Amsterdam. And I live here with my partner, Lawrence, who's South African, not Dutch. Our boys, Josh and William, although boys or young men. And our pets, our lovely pets, Jack, who's a Parsons Terrier, Daxter, who's a very fluffy ginger cat. So if it's your first time stopping by the channel, you're very, very welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back, everybody. I hope we've all been well and safe, and we've all had some lovely crafty moments since I last filmed a podcast. I have made some notes. I have got a lot to show you. So I'm hoping it's not going to be an hour, but I've got a feeling it will be. So maybe you want to watch me in a few parts. I have made myself a coffee in preparation of waffling. That's better. A boring Nescafe coffee. Isn't that cup cute? I don't know if you can see, it's got writing on the inside. Love you till the cows come home. If you're in the UK, that's from Next. And they're a set of 2. Waffle has started already. Okay, formalities. Where to find me on other social media networks or platforms. So I also have another video, another channel here on YouTube land, the Dawn's Days channel, which is basically I vlog all week long, and every Sunday morning it loads as a weekly vlog, and it's just me. I film daily. It's a bit like a video diary, and it started out so obviously our friends and family all living overseas could see what we get up to in life, and it's a lovely channel. I think I've been running it for about 4 years now. It's not huge, but what I really like about that channel is we've developed a lovely community. So there's a lot of people join and stick with me, and I've developed some amazing friendships from that channel. So if you're in for a bit of waffling and you want to see a bit of the Netherlands, it's always a bit of crafting scattered throughout because I'm a bit of a craftaholic. So yeah, you can find me on Dawn's Days. You can find me on Instagram with @DawnsDays. I don't post under the Woven Almanac, but the Instagram account is mainly crafting as such. I also host a really nice Facebook group called Crafty World 1. It's very small, but it's a place where our community can share what they've been working on, or ask for tips, or inspire each other and make friends. So if you're in the market for that and you're on Facebook, go and check us out. I'll have links in the description box below of what I've just spoken about, everything I speak about in the episode today. I'll also have links, or at the very least some text, so just to remind you what I've been working on or speaking about, and I'll have timestamps. So if a certain craft's not for you, you can skip back and forth. And if you've got any questions, let me know. Feel free, you can contact me below. Right, today's episode, I've made notes because as I said, there's a lot. I've got knitting, crochet, sewing, and cross stitch, sewing and cross stitch, resin art, that's a rabbit hole fell down, diamond painting, and also I made something what I think is really nice for autumn. So I'll show you that. I don't know what it would come under. It's not quite paper crafting, I don't know. Crafting, we'll call it. But first I'll start with what have I been up to since I last filmed a podcast. Well, quite a lot. The last episode, okay, Lawrence just come home, he's been to an appointment. So anyway, what have I been up to since I last filmed a podcast? Quite a lot. Let's look at the notes. I'll try and keep it short as possible. I decorated the fireside for autumn. So if you want to have a look at what that looks like, that's in episode 278 on the Dawn's Days channel. And it ties in with the autumn craft that I want to show you. Lawrence and Josh went to Paris to watch the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, I should say. And that's where he's been to the doctors because he came back sick. He's fine. I think it was just a lingering cold or chest thing, so he's got some medicine from the doctor. And then since they went, that was the quarterfinals, and then South Africa played England, beat England, so now they're in the final. That was exciting, especially for Joshua. Our little boat went away for winter bedtime. So yeah, makes me sad when it goes away, because it's always a sign of, you know, summer is over. And oh yeah, my mum and Estelle, my sister, are coming over next month. That's going to be really exciting. And the other thing is, I'm off work at the moment. I booked a week off work and forgot. In my mind, when I booked it months and months ago, we were going to go away as a family, but it couldn't have happened anyway, because yeah, Lawrence is busy, the boys are not interested, blah, 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 blah. So that's what I've been up to in a nutshell. But if you really want to know all the details, if you go over to the vlog channel and I waffle away, loads and loads and loads on that channel. Right, let's get stuck in, because as I said, I've got loads to show you. First I'll start with a really small little project which I really enjoyed. I'm doing the dishcloths again. That's it's a monthly free pattern that if you sign up with the kitchen sink shop, who's Garlane, every month she gives you a dishcloth pattern that you make from cotton. She's been doing it for quite a few years now, but this year it's been a bit different, that she's included a recipe. So I'm a bit behind, but I saw October's. Sorry, I don't know what that noise was. I saw October's and couldn't resist. So this one is pumpkin spice donut. And yeah, I think, is it stranded colourwork that she said it was? And I've just made mine with Scapier's Katona scraps, not block tape, but isn't that lovely? So I've gone for like this nice rusty burnt orange colour, and then this is like, I think it's like an off-white. So yeah, I've got a dishcloth done. So I think I've missed 3 months of the dishcloths. That's what it looks like behind. If you want to have a look at the floats. It's not very neat, the edging. I could actually probably pick up the stitches and crochet, do a single crochet around the border, but it was just more the pleasure of it. I really enjoyed knitting that. It was lovely. I think if I blocked it, you'd see a lot more definition in the little bricks. But yes, we have a dishcloth, a finished object. The other thing I thought I'd just share with you, because by rights I should have finished my Everyday Eyelet cardigan, which is a free pattern by Ashley Lillis Crochets, I think it is. No, Ashley Lillis Knits, I think. Ran out of yarn. Ordered yarn, it was the wrong yarn. Instead of chunky, I ordered DK. So it took weeks for me to figure it out and then order what I needed. But I'll show you, because I've made quite a lot of progress. So I've knitted, I'll have to watch, don't drop some stitches. I've just finished knitting the first sleeve. And I understand it's a drop sleeve cardigan, so the sleeves probably start around here. So as it stands, I've got a finished sleeve, albeit I need to do the ribs, the ribbing for the cuff, and I've done the back and the 2 front panels. So hopefully by the time I film a podcast, that will be done. Although I've got a feeling I might run out of wool again. I don't know why, my calculations just didn't happen. But I really enjoyed that pattern. I think I spoke about it in the last episode or the one before. I had some struggles with working out the stitch count that I needed for the type of wool and everything, but once I did it, I was off it. I really can't recommend that pattern enough. And then the other thing, who remembers this? I think I last shown this when I used to film the podcast over on the Dawn Stage channel. It was the Craft Workshop podcast, when I used to sit in my workshop. I still do have my workshop, but it's directly under the flight path of Schiphol Airport, which is the Amsterdam airport, and it's the noise has gone ridiculous. But anyway, I'm decided I want to try and finish some projects. How about that? Then keep casting things on. So this is the J sweater by Rachel Brockman. Again, free pattern on Ravelry. I cast this on in 2021. Can you believe it? And I put a progress keeper in. I remembered to do it. So I'd literally done the yoke, broke for the sleeves and lost interest. So I've knitted all this. And as you can see, I'm a rather larger lady. So that's a lot of knitting. So I think I need to just do double this again. What's that, about 4 inches? And then I can do the ribbing and then the sleeves. I'm thinking I might just do short sleeves, sort of probably this length, because I need to layer at the moment. Hence t-shirts and cardigans. Yes, it's the menopause. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that because I'm trying to sort of encourage myself to finish things. And I don't know, I just got bored with this knitting in the round, but I'm trying to be disciplined and just do, you know, even if it's half an hour in the evening when I'm just sat on the sofa watching YouTube, just, you know, keep plugging away. Not counted the number of stitches, there's a lot. But I'm just knitting mine. This was the very, very first garment that I attempted to knit. And in true Dawn style, no, I didn't want to knit a plain one. I threw myself into colour work as well. Do you want to see my floats? Consider it's my first attempt that I've ever done colour work, or Fair Isle is it called. I'm really happy with it. There's a load of mistakes in it, but you know what? When you're wearing it, somebody who doesn't knit, they wouldn't be obvious. But yeah, really, if you're not bad at knitting, you don't mind knitting, you know, in the round. This would make a nice car knit once you've done the yoke. And again, super simple pattern. I mean, I'd never knitted an adult size garment in my life, and I threw myself into knitting a full-on winter sweater. This is in like a DK or sports weight acrylic, as I just said. And yeah, loved it, couldn't go wrong with it. So, you know, it's about pushing your boundaries. And I think that's all the knitting. I'm trying not to take too long because I don't want this to go over an hour. I've got a feeling it might. Anyway, so talking of finishing things off, I decided it was about time. Again, this is a languishing whip, as they say in the podcasting world. I decided it was about time that I got stuck into my Yuletide blanket, which is a free pattern by Attic24. And I'd bought all the special DK in all the colours that you needed to knit it in, crochet in, I should say. And I got bored. And then at some point I was going to ditch the stitches and carry on with like a granny square. But when I picked it up again, I realised there was a mid row. So I've stuck with the pattern and actually I'm quite enjoying it again. But it's heavy going now because it's getting quite big. If you watch the vlog, sorry, I'm bending down. If you watch the vlog, you'll know I had an accident and I dropped a full cup of coffee. I didn't drop it, I knocked a full cup of coffee off the side of the sofa. And so one entire corner of the blanket was soaked. But I've just let it dry and I'll wash it all when it's done. Right, let's see if I can show you. So, this is, I've not done much, but I've been knitting for hours, crocheting for hours on this. I was on midpoint in this green row. So as you can see, I've done the green, which is like a spike stitch. Then I did this, like this burgundy colour, which was, I think it's just a US double. Then I moved on to like this, like a V stitch, back to this, spike stitch, double V stitch, and now I'm back on the double crochet. Sorry, the pattern is written in UK terms, that's why in my brain I'm trying to, but yeah, this is how wide it is now. Can't even see, so you can imagine how long these rows take, and then it's as long. So I'm really, really enjoying it though, but I think it's going to be a big blanket. I don't know if I'll do the full size actually, because it's not for a bed, it's a sofa throw. But yeah, I'm actually glad that I decided to stick with the pattern because I just like the effect of it. And the way she's put the colours, like curated the colours, so clever. It's lovely. So I've got mine in a big basket. And as you can see, there's the remnants of my coffee cup. Luckily, it didn't go in the basket, but I've still got all this wool. So I'm thinking I've got quite a long way to go. And I'm actually at row 51, gingerbread spike, that's gingerbread. And I've got up to 78 more rounds. Oof. and then there's also a 7-row border sequence. So I'm not even, on the graph it looks like I'm halfway, but I'm not. It's gonna be a labour of love. However, I'm enjoying it again. So if you're in the mood for a nice blanket, I can recommend that. Or what you could do is make cushion covers as well. You know, it's in Stylecraft Special DK, so it's quite affordable, and you can also stash bust with it if you want. Now, I've got it's not an old whip, it's an oldish whip, but I thought I'm going to show you, because you probably, if you've been watching a while, you'll be like, what happened to that thing she was working on? So I do try and finish things. And I thought if I show you, then I'll be more inclined to, I'm attempting to shame myself into finishing this, because amigurumi does not take me long at all. I'm actually, I like doing amigurumi, but I didn't get very far with, this is the Webster the Duck pattern by Sarah Prather. And I was really enjoying it. I've got the eyes in, I have to not pull too hard. So that's his little face, his head. And I've done his beak, which will get stitched in like so. And I think I've also done some other bits and bobs. I think I did, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did flippers and stuff. I don't know where they are. So I thought I'm going to show you, and then I might push myself. I'm crocheting mine in Scapier's Soft Fun. And I can't decide still. I was going to do green. It's got like a swimsuit. I haven't got the green with me. I was either going to do green, red or blue and cream stripes. So I'm leaning to the red still at the moment, but I can't decide. So yes, hopefully I've either finished him or I've made progress on him next time. And this is in one of my saggy bottomed bags by yours truly. And this pin, this, again, another ancient whip, is from an embroidery box. I forget the name of the company now, that I bought 3 years ago maybe. And obviously you guessed it, it's a toadstool. So I've pulled that out of my craft room with the intention that I'm going to start working on that at some point. But yeah, I've stuck the pin badge on here because it's in my own bag. A few people have reached out to me to ask about buying bags. My Etsy shop is in holiday mode at the moment because I'm trying to figure out the postage, because even just to post, you know, a flat bag, I don't pad my bags, but they are lined, and I try and use like good quality, so you know, like a bit more heavy duty fabric so your needles won't poke through. But yeah, postage is still an issue, so I'm just going to show you. I do make them now and again. I think that's everything on the crochet. How are we doing for time? I'm going to show you some sewing that I've been doing. First, let's talk a bit of cross stitch, because I had a little mishap. So I think it was in the last episode, I think it was, or the one before, I've shown you I'd bought some lovely little cross stitch kits from stitch123.com. So of course I couldn't resist starting the B1, and it came with everything in it. I haven't got it here, and you actually stitched it on like punched card. It's only tiny. I'll show you in a second. So off I went, merrily stitching away, and if you can see, it's got beadwork on it. I didn't like the card. It's little holes, and it just sent my eyes funny. I didn't mind sewing it, but it sent my eyes funny. So I wasn't enjoying it, and then I realised that the blue had 2 different shades in the pack, and I didn't know, and I'd been merrily stitching away. I don't know who that is. Somebody coming through the door. So I thought, well, I'm stopping that, because if I'm stopping pushing myself to do things that I'm not enjoying. So I like the pattern, and I thought, oh, here it is. Here, this is it. What do you think? That's in your eyes funny. So it's only tiny. So anyway, I've wasted some floss, but anyway. So I dug out some Ada. I've got a big piece. I've not cut it down yet because I don't actually like doing cross stitch on a hoop. You all go, no, but I just don't, because I like that the fabric softens up. So this is as far as I've got, and you can see so there's beadwork on it, and which I've never actually done beadwork with cross stitch before. So you can see, I don't even know how I missed it, that there's clearly 2 different shades of blue, and on this one, it was all the same shade of blue. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough floss. However, in the next village to me, I've got a really good sewing machine shop, and he sells every kind of floss you can imagine. So I'm sure if I do run short, I can take it over and colour match it. Now this kit, which I didn't realise when I bought it, it's actually, it's a magnet. So you get a little magnet in one of the bead bags, and I don't want mine as a magnet. I think that's why it's on card. I'm actually going to make mine into a little ornament. So I'm going to back it with maybe some linen and put a little bit of rice in the bottom so it stands up. Because yeah, I'm not really into fridge magnets. I've got maybe 2 or 3, and I thought if it's in the kitchen, it's right by the cooker, and it'll probably get, you know, oil and, you know, cooking steam on it. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do with mine. I don't mind a little bit of hand stitching. So yes, that's as far as I got with that. I did buy a little gnome from that company. Is it still? Yeah, it's here. I can show you. So I'm thinking, because also this is a Jim Shaw, again, a beaded one, bit bigger. I'm going to do this on Ada as well. I've decided that's what I'm going to do. So that's the cross stitch. Right, sticking with sewing, totally inspired by a lady that I spotted. She popped up as a YouTube, an Instagram recommendation, and I've been following her for a while, and I saw what she made, and I sent the link to Antoinette, my friend, and I said, oh, look at this. And she was also like, oh. So I'm inspired by this lady. I'll put a link to her Instagram below. She's called Albina Toys. So it's not the neatest, but I've really had fun. This is sewing and painting. So I've made, it's very similar to what she's made. So I have kind of copied her, although she uses cord on the front and she's got other little trimmings. I think I'll put some dangly stuff on. But so free hand drawn in pencil, and then this is all painted with acrylic, and then you can see I've just used a little bit of sparkly, as you can see it, paint that I've dabbed on the Christmas wreath. I've sewn, this is velvet, and it's like a cotton linen, made little house, and then I left it opening so I bagged it out, and then at the bottom I just tucked in and made a little, I don't know, base, and it's got a little bit of rice in it just so it sits a bit nicer as a doorstop, but it's just Christmas display. And then I hot glued some trimmings on it. I think I'm going to put some more stuff on it, but I'm not quite happy with the back, but anyway, you'll see. So then I've got this, I made a little window with some Christmas garlands on it. And I had problems with the hot glue I mean, this cord is super thick. But anyway, what do you think? I really like it. And I really like painting. I really do. So I said to Lawrence at the time, I should do a bit more painting. What do you think? So yeah, bit of machine stitching, hand stitching, bit of gluing, bit of painting, bit of art. So yeah, go and check out her. She's amazing. The stuff she makes, wow, amazing imagination. Right, I've got a lot of resin stuff to talk about. So I'll quickly talk about diamond painting because I haven't got loads to talk about, but I've got some. I've just posted a video. I I think it has loaded already. One Day Saving is a company, it's a online craft store. They reached out to me a few months ago and asked if I wanted to review some of their products, which I did. So there's a video that's been on the channel for, I don't know, a month or so now. And then they reached out to me and said, well, we liked your video. Do you want some more products to try? So I was like, yes, please. Thank you very much. So I've just done a little separate video about it, but I'll show you one of the things. So with diamond painting, this was out of a kit, like a key hanger, double-sided. How cute is that? It's a little gnome in a cup. And literally, the kit comes with everything. So you get 8 of these in them. So I'll put a link below to the video if you want to go and have a look at everything in the kit. Ooh. And then the other thing, again from One Day Saving, I did show this. I've made a start on my bee diamond painting. Hope you can see it with the foil on it. So I'm doing the boring bit first. I'm doing all the white first. So if you've never done diamond painting before, you literally just peel the sticky back gradually, and you just literally, it's like painting by numbers, you just stick the corresponding colour. But I can't wait to start working on the colour work for this. And what's nice, this is on like canvas, this one. What's nice about this kit is, I didn't realise, but you work from side to side. So yeah, really happy with that. I think I've covered over it now, but it did have a little arrow underneath the white stones telling me to go that way, because at first I was going to start peeling it back this way. So yeah, when I finish that, I'll share it with you. Super happy. Got really liking diamond painting at the moment. These are great. You get 8 in the pack. If you want to head on over and order anything from One Day Saving, they've given me a permanent 5% discount, and they're super affordable as it is. So you can use the code Almanac05 off when you check out. Both of the deliveries I've had from them took less than 2 weeks to arrive. And actually, the kits that I got from Stitch123.com, they came from the US. They took about 3 weeks to arrive, and I had to pay duty on them. And One Day Saving, there in China, they took, I don't know, not even a week and a half, I want to say. It was definitely over a week. So you can choose for yourself. If you want to head on over to their site, they do cross stitch, diamond painting, general craft supplies, moulds that you can use for resin, candle making, cake decorating, wax seals they do, weaving. They've got all kinds of stuff, really good. And I've had quite a few products of them now, and every one of them, the quality I'm very happy with. So I can recommend them. They're not sponsoring me for this video. I'm just wanting to show you what I've been working on. Before I show you the resin, because I've got a lot of that, and I was super excited to show you because I'm loving it. This is the autumn pumpkin that I made. So I picked this up. It's an MDF pumpkin. I picked it up from my local craft store, and it was €1.50, and it's got these holes in it, which I didn't like. I wanted more of a rustic display. So all I did, put like painter's tape or decorator's paint over the holes, covered it in quite thick cardstock. I don't know if you can see how thick that is. Distressed the edges, and then I was going to what do they call oh, what's this kind of cursive? I was going to try and cursive right, but I can't cursive, and I couldn't transfer. So I just made this with Canva, little sign, cut it out, distressed it. I had some Scrabble pieces in my stash, so glued them on. And I also had this foliage in my stash, glued them on, and a little bit of twine, and that's it. How lovely is that? It was a super simple make, but I really enjoyed it. So it's a little, you know, snipping out and gluing and just playing around. So I did promise to share it on the vlog. So if you're here from the vlog, that's what I made. Right, let's talk resin craft, because yeah, as I said, I've got quite a lot to show you. So in the last episode, I've shown you the little pot that I made, the bee pot. So I've made another one. and it looks completely different. So I'm going to put my glasses on for this. So this resin mould, I'll show you. I've not washed it yet. It's a bit grubby. This resin mould from One Day Saving. This is what I made the bee pots with. And you literally, sorry, it's that way around. You literally pour the resin in, let them dry, and then you have a pot. So here is the latest pot I made. And it's like this smoky glass. You can see it's quite see-through. And I'll show you, I used mica powder to paint, dry brush the inside of the mould. And if you want to do that for like this effect, you imagine you put the colours in back to front. So whatever you want to see on the outside, you start with that first, if that makes sense. So thrilled to bits with this. I did get a few bubbles in the lid, which I've attempted to repair. I need to file them down. But that's nothing to do with the mould. That's my inexperience with resin. It's actually the resin that bubbled, not the mould. But the detail on these are amazing. So that's my latest bee pot. The lid's not a tight fit on this, as something else I'm going to show you. But I was thinking I could put like a little elastic band or something around it. But yeah, really happy with that. Thrilled to bits with that. So much so, I've just made, I really like, obviously, the bee. It's my logo. So I've just poured just the inside of the bee. And that's in, you can see, solid black mica powder. Because I thought I had it here. I don't know what I've done with it. No, somewhere else. I've got a nice gold frame. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to mount it on some nice old book, a sheet of a book print, and then in a gold frame. That will look nice. If you watch the vlog, you'll know I've got like a little art gallery going on in my downstairs loo. So that's why I've just made the little bee. So really versatile. You can make a pot. You can make just the base of the pot on its own, the lid, or you can use the art for something else. Thrilled to bits with that. So you can see it's completely solid. I just literally poured more mica powder in. So it's all about the saturation. I'm still playing, but you know. Right, then I received, so the little Christmas diamond painting kit, and then I chose 2 other things, and obviously it had to be resin. So I chose, again, this little pot. Imagine it sits this way, and it's like fish scales. Imagine, and then you just pour the resin in that way, and then it sets, and you demold it. Now the demolding, it's a bit fiddly, and you have to really stretch it, but they're really sturdy, these molds. So I think you'd really have to go some on it to tear one, because yeah, you know, I really have to pull it all back. And imagine when the resin's inside, it's solid. So shall I show you what the pot looks like? I've pulled this with clear resin, but I've just painted, I've just turned, I'll show you exactly what I did if you want to have a go. I pop the resin mould inside out, and then I dust mica powder on the inside, turn it back the right way, carefully, because you don't want the resin powder to wipe off, and then I poured clear in that. So this is the pot, and I've mixed 2 shades of blue and gold in there. So you can see. I just need to, oh, I don't have to, but when you, this is how it pops out of the pot. So you can just file the edge. It is a little bit sharp from the resin. Absolutely thrilled to bits with that. And again, the depth of the scales is really good, really good. You see how it's just catching the light? There's like a gold sheen running through it. And I did a bit more gold at the bottom just to give it like a bit of an ombre effect. Absolutely thrilled to bits with that. Thrilled to bits. Love it. And the inside's completely smooth. And it's quite thick. So yeah, that's another little pot that I made. What do you think? Oh, the shine on that's amazing. But it didn't stop there. I also asked for, because it's the season, I saw they had a pumpkin resin mould. This is slightly bigger than the the bee pot, and this one comes with a lid as well. So I'm not very good at gauging how much resin to use per pot, so I'll show you what it looked like, because I did demold it. I've just filmed it for the product review video with 1 day saving. So again, pour it in this way, pour it in the lid, and if you want to hear exactly how I did it all, I'll talk about it on that video. Then demolded it. Now because I knew when I asked if I could have the pumpkin, and they kind of said, of course you can, I knew it would come towards the end of October. So I've kind of chosen a colour that it's more wintry. So it's not bright orange, in case you're wondering. Absolutely thrilled to bits of it. Some weight in it, it's quite heavy. So, there it is. What do you think? I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with it. So, as you can see, it's got a green stem, and then all this colour effect is all because I've been dusting mica powder on the inside of the mould. But as you can see, I don't know how you can stop this. I don't know why it goes all swirly like that. I've mixed the resin really well, but you can't see it. But I'm sure there must be a way to stop it. But I mean, it doesn't show on the inside. It seems to be the last pour, maybe when it's drying, because the moulds go quite hot actually, the chemical reaction. I'm sure if anybody's got experience, but frankly, I don't care. I mean, I'm just doing it for my own pleasure. But this actually mixed different shades of mica powder to get this nice, warm, coppery, reddish colour. So, yeah, I wouldn't put a naked flame candle in them because it's resin, you never know. But you could put one of those battery operated tea lights, or you could put like little LED fairy lights in. You can just use them for, if you knit or crochet, stitch markers, use them as your little stitch marker pot. You could put like wrapped candy. I wouldn't put candy because, yeah, I'm not sure with resin. I don't want to tell you something and then somebody in the comments says, no, resin's poisonous. I just don't know. I'm completely inexperienced. But yeah, what do you think? Oh, I'm so pleased with them. I've really, really fallen down this rabbit hole. This, I mean, I'm happy with this, but this, oh, I'm thrilled to bits with it. And as I said, it's a bit of weight to it. So I did say, I'll just show you, these are not from 1 day saving. These are things that I've ordered separately. And I've ordered from these twice now. The resin I'm using is Epodex or Epodex. And it comes in 2 parts. So it's a 2-part series, and you do it by weight. Sorry, it tells the other ones around somewhere. So this is the hardener, and it tells you part B. So you mix 2 parts A and 1 part B. So for example, if you do 40 of resin, then you do 20 of the hardening. Then you have to mix it, not vigorously, because the whole point is try not to get bubbles in resin. And I watch loads and loads of YouTube. I've been watching resin crafts for years. And if you're interested, I've got some paper on it because my address is on it. This was an Amazon purchase. This is 32 colours of mica powder that I ordered. It wasn't expensive from Amazon. And I'll just show you. I don't like the packaging of the box. It's a bit strange how they've done it. So the box is torn. But there they all are. They are beautiful. The only thing I will say is they're really fiddly to open. They come. Have I got an closed one? Yeah, this one's closed. So this is how they come. They've got like this little, like a medicine bottle. You have to peel it off, and underneath is full. These are not easy to get off. So what you must do, because I learnt the hard way, had a bit of an accident with the resin. What you must do is, first, if you want to do any of these kind of effects, prep all your pots first. Don't make your resin. Only make your resin when you're ready to pour. So I did these over I think it took quite a few hours to paint. This is, it takes a lot of work and thinking, and it's quite time consuming, but I think you can see it's worth it. If you really want to go for, more like effects, it's definitely worth putting the time in. So First, I spent a couple of hours painting all my pots up or dusting all my pots up, getting the colours right. And then I only poured the resin when I was 100% sure I was happy with the results I've done with the mica. So yeah, if you want to have a go at resin, don't be put off. I was procrastinating about it for a long time, and now I've really got the bug, and it's so easy. I mean, if you get mica powders, these are metallic ones, they do all the work for you. I mean, I've literally just gone in and dusted them on, and then I've added a bit of colour. But yeah, really happy. And the lid's very good on this one. Yeah, super happy. Right, I won't do an incoming with you because I think I've been waffling for ages. So, and I haven't really, since I got back from Yarndale, I've been trying to be really good with my purchases. The only thing I did buy is some more resin because I'd run out. And then I was gifted those lovely moulds and the little gnome keychain kits, the diamond painting kits. Don't know what I've done with it now. You don't want to look at the table. Right, thanks again for tuning in. If you're watching this in real time, I'm giving away the exact same diamond bee kit. The giveaway, it's on one of the unboxing videos for One Day Saving. There'll be a link below, and I'm drawing the winner. It's worldwide. It closes the 31st of October 2023. So if you're watching this in real time as this loads, you've got time to enter. So head on over to that video. I'll make it really clear in the description box below which one, and you know, check out the rules and enter, and maybe you can win your own diamond painting kit. If you've never tried it before, it's, you know, it's a free way of having a go. And if you like diamond painting kits, I can really recommend that one. Right, I'm going to wrap up this week's vlog. I'm on the wrong channel. This month's episode. Thanks again for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, maybe you can hit the subscribe button. That will really help our little community grow, and all the interactions. So if you hit the like, hit subscribe, comment, share, it helps the YouTube algorithm gods recommend the videos to other people, and then it gets shared with like-minded people. Take care, stay safe. Thanks for tuning in again, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.